Day 4 of my journey. I finally made my way out of the Forest of Fallen Giants and to Heide's Tower of Flame. And after fighting my way through a bunch of the knights here, and a dragon, I stumbled across this old dragon slayer. And I don't know why, but I feel like I fought him in some past life. But that can't be possible because I have no memories of who I was before I came to Drang Lake. I've been getting a lot of these weird feelings of deja vu lately. Maybe eventually I'll get an answer to that. What's going on there, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever time you're watching this. My name is Azurblade, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. Today we are gonna finish Heide's Tower of Flame, and you're gonna watch me miss my attack. Wow, they do drop something. I think that's the first time I've gotten a drop from one of these guys. So, now that I've got that done, I've only got one place left to go, and that's all the way to the right. Just wait for him to slam the hammer down, and down it goes. Now, the next place I want to go is that building in the background over there. So let's just dodge all these attacks, like so, and then get some good hits in. No, I don't think so. Yo! Oh, come on. Screw you, dude. Ugh. 480 souls. That's what I like. And, let's put on the traveling merchant's hat. Not necessarily because it's good armor, but I could use the boost in item drop rate. Because why not? Alright, no, what are you doing? Nice try. Down he goes. Now let's just take care of Mr. Knight over here. Yeah, uh-oh. Ow. Okay, that actually kind of hurt. Yo, what? You have no health! Come on, get out of here! And why not? I'll take care of you. 480 souls is nothing to scoff at. So, just get done with your little combo. And, okay, one more time. Poke. Ow. Okay, that hurt. Poke. Poke him in the butt. And he has fallen down. But I like the design of the enemies in this place. The giant knights look cool, and look at these Heide knights. Would you really want to mess with someone like this? I mean, he's got a bunch of arrows in his helmet. He's just chilling here with the cape billowing in the wind. I mean, I'm gonna fight him because I want souls, and the rare off chance that he might drop his sword would definitely make it worth fighting. Oh no. And poke. Good. No weapon, I'm afraid. I'd also like to get a piece of their armor if at all possible, because I actually like their armor. And I see a summon sign. So let's take care of Mr. Giant Knight here. Yeah, there you go. Just, okay, let's see. No, I don't think so. Poke, poke, poke. Okay, one or two more attacks should be enough. Yep, just one. And who do we have today? Masterless Glencore. Shit. I don't really need him for this. So let's just walk over here and poke the Heide Knight. Like so. Ow. And let's see. Let's go over here so I don't die. I don't want to get killed by gravity. Poke him. You have no health. Come on. Poke him. Thank you. That was kind of silly. I don't need this anymore. So now that I'm done with that, let's open treasure chest number 1, and let's see what we got. We have the Ring of Binding. If I remember correctly, that reduces how much HP you lose when you die. Yep. An unusual ring of unknown origin. Limits the wearer's HP reduction when hollow. Alas, this ring will not make you human. What is lost is not easily retrieved. But yeah, that's one thing about this game that's pretty rough, is that the more hollow you get, the less HP you have. Until the point where it's cut in half. Oh, right. There we go. And now for one of the most disappointing bosses in the game lore-wise. the Dragonrider. These guys have some pretty cool lore, but they're such poor representations of said lore that it's honestly depressing. This is one of King Vendrick's most powerful knights, and I say that with the biggest air quotations ever, because these guys rode dragons into battle, and they look really cool, but as you can plainly see, they kinda suck. So, no, I don't think so. This is what I'm talking about with parrying. It can trivialize these fights if you know what you're doing. I'm only trivializing this fight because... Ow! Okay, I guess I didn't like that very much. Let's get back into a pattern. And, uh-oh. But yeah, the Dragonrider is a pretty mediocre boss. Are you gonna stop guarding? Stop that! No! I don't think so. Uh-oh. Okay, just do that. And now that I parried him, dodge that. Woo! No! And haha! Now let's pop a life gem just to be safe. And I don't think so. There we go. And just like that, this boss fight is pretty much over. Poor Dragonrider. This isn't even okay. No. Uh-oh. There he goes. You got a couple hits on me, though, so good for you, buddy. Good for you. And the Dragonrider's soul. Nice. Got a decent amount of souls. So now that I'm done with that, let's light the bonfire. But something to consider with this place is that when you kill the Dragonrider, all of the Heide Knights will get up, and they'll automatically be aggroed to you. So, yeah, if you want to run through this place and farm, then be careful of that in the future.
Are you from these parts? My name is Lycia. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power, but the cost of it, that's for you hard to decide.
Okay.
I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. Why did I come here? Well, do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles? My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world, and such is my only wish. Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well, I must do this. And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude.
Okay, then. But she has the Ring of Prayer, which will increase your faith, Cleric's Sacred Chime, and a bunch of miracles, of which I'm gonna buy all of them that I do not own. So, let's... Oh, I don't... Okay, I can't afford Lightning Spear nor Guidance, but I got most of the others.
I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here. Without any goings-on, I'll have to move soon, to a place I could help the gullible, by teaching the good word.
You give me bad vibes. I don't like you very much.
I expected this...
Okay, that's all your dialogue.
May the power of miracles be with you. Offer your souls to the gods.
I'm keeping my eye on you, lady. You don't give me good vibes. But I'm not just gonna attack you unprovoked, because I have no reason to do that. At least not yet, but don't give me a reason to, lady. Okay, now that I'm done with that, now let's head down. And, okay, there is something over here. I'm just making sure. Monastery Charm. And what does that do, you ask? It cures poison and restores HP. One thing you're gonna notice about this game is that a lot of items give you HP in this game. There's a lot of healing items, so Yeah, if you ever struggle with this game, do not worry too much. The game will make sure that you are given the materials needed to succeed, even if it is very much willing to put you in the ground multiple times. Alright, now we want to go over here because you got a human effigy, soul of a proud knight, and most importantly, the old knight halberd, which I like this weapon. It's strong, but it is extremely brittle. As you can plainly see, it's only got 20 durability, so it'll break very easily. An undated halberd, wielded by a warrior from a time so ancient that there exists no records of his endeavors, has extremely low durability. Sometimes, just as the thing falls to pieces, it unleashes its last flash of great power. So yeah, the old knight weapons and armor, they're pretty decent, but like I said, they're brittle. And now we got this guy over here. No! And now poke him in the stomach. Look at how much damage I did with that. Now keep in mind, this thing's only +2, and it did over 500 damage. So you can imagine how much damage criticals will do in this game. Sublime Bone Dust. That is a very, very important item, because it burns. You burn it in the bonfire in Majula to upgrade your Estus Flask. And yeah, see, there you go. They say these are the remains of a saint who cast himself into the bonfire, but we will never know for sure, for soot and ashes tell no story. Yep. But that's pretty much the end of this place. Now we go down the elevator all the way down into the dark. Because, you know, the dark is obviously where we want to go, right? Totally not some scary things to be dealing with down here. Alright, now just open for me. Thank you very much. Excellent. Now what we want to do is head over this way because... Oh, hollows. Hello. Just rose out of the water there. Now that fragrant branch of yore is being guarded by this little guy over here. A basilisk. Get up, please. No. But yeah, those basilisks inflict curse on you, which if the meter fills up, then it's an insta-kill, and you'll have to respawn at the previous bonfire. Now let's use that fragrant branch of yore that we bought from the merchant lady to open the pathway here. Now you just gotta wait for this hollow to stop being like, I was turned into stone, now I'm gonna kill you, and then murder him. And then you gotta deal with this awesome guy up here, a Mastodon Knight. No! Oh, whoa. He attacked a little slower than I expected. No! Nice try. I got him about little over half there. Little half dead. I don't think so. Now, there we go. Down he goes. He dropped quite a few souls, and you have an Estus Flask shard up here, which is why I wanted to go up here. And you got yourself a chest over this way. And inside it is the Knight set, which is fun. The problem is, as good as the Knight set is, it just doesn't compare to the Drang Lake set. So, yeah, it's just... I wouldn't call it meaningless, but it's not exactly a great armor set compared to this. So, with that being said, I'm gonna keep the Drang Lake set for a while. I'm probably not gonna switch off of it for most of the game, to be honest. There is a set of armor that I will wear at the end of the game, but that'll become relevant when I find it. And here we are, in this dank, dark cave. Yikes. But I'm not going to advance any further, because there's one more thing that I have left to do in the Forest of Fallen Giants. And the last thing I needed to do over here is head towards this bird's nest. You know, considering how hard he landed on that wood floor there, I'd say I took that landing pretty good, all things considered. But now you want to go over here and open this chest for 2 human effigies. And more importantly, open this chest and get the dull ember. You want to get that because it is extremely important. Like, to the point where the game is a lot harder if you don't get this item. Now, let's head over here and just slowly whittle my way around the corner. The wonky movement in this game makes going around tight corners like that really nerve-wracking. Now just drop down in here and push the barrel down. And get your eardrums blown out. Good lord, that was loud. And plunge attack the dog that somehow survived all that. Nice. Now, open this door because you have another chest, but watch your back because waiting for you to ambush you is the pursuer, so hurry up and grab this. Nice. And now we get to take care of the pursuer once again. And from what I've heard, this is actually a change from Scholar of the First Sin compared to the vanilla Dark Souls 2, is that the pursuer actually fights you at multiple points throughout the game. From what I've heard, in vanilla Dark Souls 2, this doesn't actually happen, so I think this is a pretty neat change, that the pursuer's constantly trying to... I just jump attacked with this freaking shield. That is not what I wanted to do. So let's go ahead and heal with the life gem. But yes, as I was saying, the pursuer actually chases you throughout the game, and I think that's a pretty neat idea. It's kind of like what the Capra Demon was supposed to do in Dark Souls 1 at one point in development, from what I've heard. So I'm kind of curious as to how that would have went. Alright, nice, I staggered him. And now just... Ow. Okay, down he goes. And what do I get? 7,000 souls and Twinkling Titanite. Excellent. That's why I went over here, because Twinkling Titanite is going to help me upgrade my weapon. Alright, let's go ahead and take a sip of the old flask. And now we got to deal with this Frankenstein-looking guy over here. So let's do this thing. Wow, he's kind of tanky. Look at that! And now, just watch him slowly rev up the fireball there. And goodbye. Now, let's not attack the barrels and blow ourselves up. And now it's time for one of the most iconic characters of the game.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me. Things are better that way. You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. But you... I'm called Lucatil. From the land of Mira to the far east, across the mountains. They say Drang Lake brims with powerful souls, and so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you. I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens, I won't be missed. You are an...
Okay, that's all our dialogue. But yes, she is one of the best NPCs of this game. Honestly, I'd go as far as to say she's the Solaire of this game. She's not a Golden Sun bro or Sun Lady, but I mean, she helps you with many of the bosses in this game similar to Solaire, so I think the comparison's there. Though some people might disagree with me. Oh, there we go. I hate going across narrow ledges like that. It's so nerve-wracking. Alright, now let's just jump down here, and I think what I'm gonna do is wait for Mr. Frankenstein to go further down. Let's see. Will this be safe? No. I'm not gonna chance it because all of those barrels over there are explosive. And it's gonna be very easy for him to send you flying out of the map and falling to your death. So with that being said, let's see. Can I do this? Come on. Wow, that was awful. Come on. Okay, he's going over this way, so that's good enough for me. Now, take this. Yaw! Okay. Ow! Okay, that actually hurt. No! Take a sip of the old flask. I am not dying to this stupid monster. No, I don't think so. Get out of my face, Frankenstein. Yeah, that's what you get. Trying to attack me like that. The heck are you thinking? Now, we got one more up ahead, but he's got a barrel in front of him. So what you want to do is have him turn around. Turn around. Okay, don't. That's fine too. Can I backstab him? No. No! Okay, good. I want to make... Nice. It destroyed the wall. I don't have to go back here. That's why you don't want him attacking the barrel. Whoop. You know what? Okay. I'll happily take that. The game worked in my favor for a change. Look at that. Nice. But now we have a bonfire. And we have a bunch of treasure chests here and what looks to be another blacksmith. So let's... Wow, 5 titanite shards. Okay. I'll happily take that. 10 iron arrows, and he's sitting on another chest. Heavy bolts, and got one more. What is this one? And 2 large titanite shards. Now what you want to do is light your torch, and then go over here and light this thing. And when you're done, just get rid of your torch by switching to your shield. And now he's over here hammering away at the anvil. And now you can get what's in this chest over here. Which is good because this thing has twinkling titanite, which is what I want.
Oh, why can't they all be this easy? We've got a wild one here. Shape up, I say. Oh, I say yes. That's the way. Dear flame, how brightly you burn. Flame, I smell flame upon you. I'm Macduff the blacksmith. All I want is a little flame. So, hand that ember to me. Right now, you imbecile. What a marvelous ember. Give me stones, and I'll fortify your gear.
I am so upset that I skipped that dialogue. Right as I pressed the A button, he switched lines. Thanks, man. But yeah, he sells some pretty good stuff, including the Uchi Katana, which is a good... well, it's a katana, obviously. The Great Axe, Winged Spear, the Scythe, Longbow, Light Crossbow, and a bunch of arrows, great arrows even, as he has an infinite supply of large titanite shards, which is very, very helpful. And now that you've given him that ember, now you can infuse your weapons. And yeah, there's a lot of options here. The thing is that some of these will give you straight up increases in damage like raw, but it'll make your scaling very abysmal, as you can plainly see. You only have an E scaling in both strength and dexterity, so it's not really worth it for that one. And I can also upgrade weapons, so with that being said, let's upgrade the Dragonrider sword to +1 so I can do more damage. See you. Wait.
Flame, dear flame, I give us in doubt, Flame. And so we waver and falter. The power of flame, power of the gods. In the end, it is all beyond our reach. And so, flame allures us, and we attempt to harness its power. Flame, dear flame. Flame, I give you
Okay, that's all his dialogue.
flame. Dear flame.
But yeah, Macduff is not the most mentally stable, but can you really blame him given the environment he's in? But anyways, I have quite a few soul items here, so let's pop these bad boys because it is time to level up. And let's see. I don't think I'm gonna use anything from the old Dragon Slayer. So I'm gonna pop his soul. And I'm also gonna pop the Dragonrider soul, because I'm not gonna use anything from him either. And the soul of the Pursuer, I'm not gonna use that either, so there we go. Now I'm up to 41,000 souls, so
Is that a here?
time to
However,
level up my stats. Let's see, what do I want? Let's get 16 adaptability, 14 vigor, and 8 endurance, and 12 vitality. Because I want to be able to use the Drang Lake sword and not fat roll. So let's see if I can do it. Let's see, where is it? Drang Lake sword. There it is. I can. Can I use the buckler shield? No, just barely short. That's kind of aggravating, I'm not gonna lie. And I totally forgot to give you the shard. Oopsies. Yes, I know. No, not level up. Ay. Okay, hurry up. Thank you. Give you the shard, and there you go. 5 Estus Flask, and now burn the Sublime Bone Dust. Some force has strengthened the Estus Flask. And just like that, now your flask is +1, so it'll heal for that much more. Do you have anything new to say, Salden? And I guess while I'm here, I could show this off. 0 deaths worldwide. So what this thing is, if you're playing online, it'll tell you how many players have died across the world. And this number's pretty freaking high, as you can imagine.
I will always be here, watching over you. The flame you see there is a bonfire. They exist all across the land, beacons to we undead. If you are tired, try resting beside the flame. The flame heals us. Long ago, a woman called a firekeeper watched over each bonfire. She kept the flame lit and guarded it from those who would extinguish it. I wonder where the firekeepers went. Did you notice any letters on the ground on the way here? These are messages that have jumped the fissures between worlds. In Drang Lake, the flow of time is convoluted. Things shift and waver, twist and turn, poignant wishes, dashed dreams. The messages convey our very inner thoughts. If your will to soldier on falters, try leaving a message. Somebody out there is sure to listen. You may notice symbols that appear upon the ground. These are summon signatures. They call upon spirits from other worlds through the schisms in time. If you fear hollows, find summon signatures to call upon spirits to help you. Do you see the way?
Okay,
You but don't.
I've exhausted your dialogue.
May you find peace on your journey.
Thank you. But now that I'm done with all that, I did remember Kale saying he'd settle in the mansion once he was done with whatever it was he was doing, so with that being said, let's head back into the cartographer's mansion and see if he's settled back in. But yeah, that little 0 deaths worldwide, it's only going to track the amount of deaths I have because I'm playing offline. But I won't need to check that because just like Dark Souls 1, I'm going to keep a counter of how many deaths I have every time I actually die. It just so happens that I haven't died yet, but that will definitely change at some point.
Oh, hello again. You've made it. The map, I presume. Of course. Take a good look. Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it. Did you see the flame on the map? It wasn't there when I came here before. I don't know what explains it. But there is something greatly comforting about that flame. It seems to fulfill something very precious, deep within the soul, something essential. I would not venture far into that hole. It was blocked by a wall, something built long ago, but it was crumbling, and I finished the job. Now a foul sound echoes within. Did you see the flame?
Okay, that's all your dialogue. But this map is strange, to say the least. I will explain how this map works later on, because if I try to explain it, what makes it tick now, there will be spoilers for future areas and plot threads, so you're gonna have to wait for an explanation on how it works, so you'll have to forgive me. But that's pretty much all I have planned to do this episode, so let's head back to that previous bonfire and end things. And just like that, I'm back here again. Next time on Dark Souls 2, we will continue on through the next area, and hopefully we can find some extra goodies, because I could use some goodies, like life gems, for example. I'm running a bit short on them. See you guys next time. Take care, everyone.